Want to head back with me and talk to the boss?
Mifu, Tung is... Dark Mask! Oi!
I gave her a chance to sleep away. Yet she's back for more. Thanks, Dark Mask. I'll head back first. Gotta report to the boss.
Nice, Dark Mask! You ended up choosing my side! So, if something bad happens to the stockade, would your EndField fam help us? Something happened to Qingbo Stockade? No! The stockade is fine! It's about a fam's future safety. If I can get some of your icy creamy factory, everything would be super fine. The blight and splatters are getting worse every day. My stockade won't hold out forever. And someone owes me 1,000 caddies of food!
Looks like you need our AIC factory solution.
Yeah, but I gotta convince everyone to stock it first. Liberal and many in fem don't like outsiders. Then it's a deal. I'll get my fem sorted. Stay tuned.
Perlica, you were planning to help Tong all along, right? Indeed. It's been on my mind ever since our first meeting. They found a way to survive upon these lands. Alas, the enemy has arrived. If Neferith makes her next move... Agreed. Let's head back and talk to Tianshi Zhuang.
Thank you for helping out. We can now investigate the Blight Tide anomalies and trace Neferith's activities. Endman, what do you think their next step is? Mifu, Tung supported our last operation, didn't she?
Wow! I thought you wouldn't tell Tianshi Zhuang about that.
Why wouldn't I?
This is the time we should be rowing the same boat. 10 years later, the scars from the disaster still divide us from the stockade residents. Trust was the first casualty. However, EndField presents us with another opportunity.
EndField will seek balance between Wuling City and Qingbo Stockade. What we need is more allies, not adversaries.
Tianshi Zhuang. What about her? If both Wuling City and Qingbo Stockade are in trouble, then she's...
The primary objective of Yinglong's Special Task Force remains in the North Wuling Exclusion Zone. Though understaffed, they did promise to offer any help they could afford to Wuling. HAS is already doing its best to reinforce this city. However, the overall situation on Talus 2 isn't looking too good. This is starting to feel like what happened 10 years ago.
Set your worries aside. We'll get through this together.
Indeed, we shall. This is just the beginning.
Hello?
Tung?
I got my big bird to agree! We've prepped a pretty plot of land at the stockade! Oh, before I forget, the team sure fixed that broken road between our stockade and Ruling City. And we're giving you a super official invite. I super dare me to say no to that.
Tung Tung?
Oh, I'm here to pick you up.
This isn't another trick of yours, right?
Of course not. Look, I'm genuinely concerned for all of you. Get his bridge fixed, then we'll head to the stockade together. Come on, just get moving already. I don't want to be seen by those pesky watchguards. We can finally use this road.
So, what was your plan for this road?
This is the only path if we need to borrow more food from the city.
I fear supplies at the stockade are dwindling.
Totally. That's why I really need to get 1,000 caddies of food. Let's save this discussion for stockade. Time to formally introduce Dark Mask.
Haha, the Street Chief is back! And...
Ah, it's you! Chief told us how you totally embarrassed the Wulingers, and they got down on their fours to beg you for help.
All right, fam, settle down and listen up. I have specifically summoned Dark Mask home to help repair our stockade. Everyone knows that our Dark Mask is a true professional. Splatters? Blood? With Dark Mask around, you'll be gone in a poof!
Dark Mask? I never knew you were so popular here. This is actually making me curious. Now I really want to hear Tung Tung stories about you. Of course. The first step is to verify the deployment site.
Come with me. I got a perfect place for you. Spacious and quiet.
How did you find this place?
So I was just napping. Oh, wait! I was doing some serious surveying of my turf. Flooded during my patrols.
The AIC factory will help you construct the facilities you need. Let's start with a farm complex.
I know we ain't as loaded as Wuling. We don't really have much to offer. But here, take these. With you and the AIC factory around, I can finally let the fam handle themselves. Just talk to Hula if you got problems. Well, some of our people have been sneaking in and out of the stockade. Something funny is going on. My burrow's always busy, so I got looking into myself.
They probably have side jobs or something. The stockade isn't doing too well, you know?
Whatever. If something's up, I'll holler at you at once. And once I get fort tidied up, I'll take you on a tour of our ancestral spring. Promise!
He accepted.
but he did not agree. Now, how can we proceed without incurring too many sacrifices? Administrator.
Inman, Tongtong hasn't contacted us for quite a while. Did she run into trouble?
The enemy is lurking in Wuling as well. We should go check on Qingbo Stockade.
This is the way into the fort, right?
It's supposed to keep out dangers that include the Blight, Landbreakers, Angoloi, and even Wuling City. This gate feels like a physical manifestation of the Gulf of Misunderstanding.
But the stockaders I've met are pretty friendly. The stockade and the city just don't get along. Despite all these years.
Don't think too much of it. Let's call Tongtong again. No response? That's true. Tongtong does not seem like the quiet and passive type.
Oh, it's from Tianshu Zhuang.
Endman, we have some key information to sync with you. After restarting the monitoring center, we reviewed the depth readings and identified at least 5 locations with ether activities. In other words, we're close to tracking down Neferith. But the monitoring center stopped updating its readings just 10 minutes ago, and any further investigation had to be suspended.
This is too much of a coincidence. It might be the enemy's countermeasure.
And given that the monitoring center went silent without warning, something does feel suspicious.
We'll investigate and see if this has anything to do with Neferith.
So, what about Tongtong? Guess that's our only option.
All right, team. We should head over once we're ready.
There! Look! Are the bone crushers on the move?
But how could they attack this place without being detected? Regardless, prepare to engage hostiles, team. I don't see anyone.
They're probably helping to put out the fire. We should hurry over and help too. Stockaders?
Don't get distracted. They don't look friendly.
All these people are wearing masks.
Fight carefully. We'll need to check them for information we can use. Qingbo Stockade attacked the monitoring center?
Does that mean Tongtong?
Don't panic. Let's verify the situation first. Engaging. Stay safe.
I'm ready to strike. Face your
They packed up and ran at the first sign of trouble.
None of them are people we knew.
That's great.
After all, it was Tong Tong who helped us retake the monitoring center last time.
But Tong Tong is the chief of Jingbo Stockade. It doesn't matter if she knows of this incident. It won't bode well for her. Did something happen at Jingbo Stockade?
Someone definitely planned this attack. But could the Stockade residents have avoided those watchguards in Qianchu on their own?
They probably had help. Maybe from someone who knows this place very well. Nothing is certain so far. We must find more information and intel.
I'll never quit.
I think I heard someone. Sounds like we're getting closer. Endman, can you perform a scan and look for potential traces?
EndFielders? Are the Tanzai pirates still out there?
Well, those attackers ran away once they saw how good we are at fighting.
They spat on Wuling's goodwill and generosity. I knew we had to keep an eye out for those dirty criminals, yet the captain kept defending them. Those dirty snakes slipped inside when we were changing shifts. They sabotaged our comms and monitoring facilities. Thankfully, you intervened quickly and prevented things from getting worse. We'll get the monitoring center back online shortly. Can you tell Tianzhizhuang what happened here?
Of course.
Thank you for your help, Endman. But the Stockade residents did more than just disable our monitoring systems.
Do we have another situation?
We do. Mifu just reported a new group of Stockade residents attacking the field logistics depot. They're trying to get close to Wuling City. I know. I'll preach calm and restraint in Wuling City for now. As for the rest, we'll be counting on you.
I get the feeling that Qianchu Zhuang is trying to give us a hint.
She knows that we're on good terms with Tong Tong, and doesn't want us to be caught in a dilemma.
I was hoping you'd say that. Mifu definitely has news about Tong Tong. Let's head to the field logistics depot right now!
These stockaders are out for blood. Tong Tong would never do this. Let's find Mifu quickly.
Drawn and ready! So many people here.
Most were just knocked unconscious. The watchguards spared them.
If they are breathing, lock them up.
Just gonna throw us in a cage?
Chatty. Just do your part in the investigation.
You should know exactly what Jingbo Stockade wants. This is our land. Get out!
Bring this lot to Wuling and keep them there.
Mifu!
Why are you here? Much appreciated. Did my boss send you here? Situation has changed. Time for an actual battle. with actual weapons. And Min, I'm afraid the Dark Mask card won't work this time.
No way! Tong Tong, the Supreme Chief, would never do that.
Supreme Chief. Now that you've mentioned it, I'm getting worried myself. I don't have time to worry about that little kitty, but her ability to keep her people in check worries me. There's been bad blood between the stockade and the city for a decade. If this continues, nothing good will come of it. Boss got me on this because she wants the situation contained.
If you intend to enter the stockade and investigate, EndField will offer full support.
So, you're willing to step into this mess? I see why my boss and Tang Tang both enjoy your company so much. Alright, then let's be off. Follow me. I know a way to enter the stockade fort. Yes, boss. I'm here.
Are you en route to Qingbo Stockade?
Qian Shuang, we're working with Mifu to sort out this mess.
Hold on. Why are you in this channel too?
I've opened this channel to EndField.
Isn't this supposed to be our private channel?
It's alright. Endmin, please look out for Mifu. She has a habit of neglecting her own safety.
Perhaps I should block the team from this channel?
What's the point? It's already done. This is it.
But there's nothing here. All I see is a wall.
This is a secret door, and it looks little used.
Yeah. Not many people know about it. This path takes us directly to the fort. But I have no idea what's going on inside. Sure.
Didn't know there was a trail to the fort.
It's always been here, just not well known.
But I think Tang Tang always knew about it.
And that's why I decided to seal it shut.
These drawings seem really old. Looks like kids' work.
I know nothing about it.
Okay. Forget I said anything.
What the hell are we waiting for?
They're bickering about something.
Let's get closer and listen. Don't alert them.
Trash! Pulse the custom! Breakers go! The blood shall flow!
Mifu, did you install this gate as well?
This is Tang Tang's work. Such a little kid.
So what happened between you two, Mifu? And are you originally from Qingbo Stockade?
Haven't I told you before? I thought everyone knew about it. Stand back a little. I will smash the gate open.
Hold on. Our jet drone should be able to activate the gate opening mechanism. It'll also make less noise.
Go ahead. Supply crate. She's been stealing again. Emin, they might give us something useful.
There are stockade residents on guard everywhere.
This defense works. We recently built as well.
What are they doing? Turning Qingbo Stockade into a stronghold?
If that is the case, it would be very unsettling.
Leave now and platform! Target locked, fire! Take this! Right there! In position! Right there! Push forward!
Take your aim!
Other hand! Sequence!
Outstanding technique. Nice job.
Here's our chance!
Crystallize!
I wouldn't expect anything less.
We handled that fight well.
Bring it on! You're fighting me!
All vegetables within us.
Engage!
Bring it on! You're fighting me!
All vegetables within us.
Take your aim! Engage!
Danger up ahead. Let me see how.
Bring it on! You're fighting me!
No second chance.
Once known, be dead.
Stop! Sterilize this area!
Combat maneuver!
Good work, everyone.
Violence is never our objective. Let's press forward.
This path will take us to where they are holding Tangtang. We must get the bridge turning.
Let's check over there.
These people have passed out. Judging from the marks on the cages, they've been forcibly dragged and thrown inside these cells.
This doesn't look like the Landbreakers' work. But why would the stockade residents attack their own?
Looks like someone finally made a decision. It's a complicated story. The Wuling Science Station was hit by an ether-side disaster 10 years ago. My boss probably told you about that. The stockade also had to face the Blight Tide and Angelos attacks. Many lost their lives. The stockaders back then believed the outsiders were responsible for starting the disaster. We've lived here peacefully for decades. What are those Tianshu doing? Such hate grew amongst the stockaders. Since then, conflicts erupted between Wuling and Qingbo. They told me that Ran Yi's father was killed by the Tianshi.
What? But people in Qingbo and Wuling are both of Yunyi's descent. It's hard to believe the Tianshi would kill the stockade residents.
Yeah. Stupid kitty. You better not get yourself killed.